Okay, so thank you for giving me this opportunity to ask you a couple of questions about your experience with us and with our practice. Why don't you, if you can you please share your story with us and what's going on and what happened and how you found us?
Right. I had this bunion that was giving me a hard time, and I thought I would try to get surgery because it's been bothering me. And I found out that through insurance purposes, that I had to research several foot doctors and see if my insurance would cover it or not. It's always good to be educated about things like that. So I went on research. I think I called like 4 or 5 different people within the area. And then I found your office, and your receptionist was nice enough to let me know that, yeah, we carry your insurance and all that stuff. And so I said, okay, it's about 40-minute drive from my home, but I think, it's good to keep an open mind and try. And then I went here, and everybody was nice, and the doctor was nice, and I said, okay, we'll go do the surgery here.
So you were having pain?
Yes, I was having pain with my bunion because my toes were kind of overlapping. So at first I didn't mind the bunion itself. It's fine because you can always hide it. But when it was starting to hurt, I was like, I think I probably should get a professional, a medical opinion about it, just to see what my options are.
And have you heard about bunion surgery before? Do you know people who've had it?
Yes, I actually heard someone who had a good one, and I heard someone who had a bad one, So I was like a little worried about it, but at that point, for me, it was either I live in pain and not do it, or, I live in pain but get it done. So it was like, I have to choose which was the best option for me.
Right.
And I remember asking you, I was like, oh, I heard all these things, before the surgery, like, oh, it's gonna affect your nerves. Oh, it's gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna take like forever to heal. And I was like, I was worried about that, but I said, you know what? You seemed like you explained everything to me. So I said, I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm just gonna follow your advice. And it wasn't scary at all.
And why did you pick us?
Well, first of all, my insurance covered the surgery, which was great. And then second, I like that you explained things. You were a lot more easier to talk to than other doctors, because I've spoken to some other doctors like podiatry centers and stuff, and they're very scientific for me, which is great. But I thought you were a little bit more personable, and I felt more at ease. So I said, okay, even though this is a long drive from where I live, it's worth it, because I'd rather go to a place where people are friendlier and the doctors make you feel at ease, especially when it comes to surgery.
Now, so you had the surgery where I perform it with minimally invasive surgery,
Yes.
right? And we didn't do it at the hospital.
Right.
We didn't do it at a surgery center.
Right.
We did it here
With local anesthesia.
with local anesthesia.
Yeah.
Have you had surgeries in the past where you had to be put under sleep?
Well, yes. Twice I was put under sleep. One was like a surgical procedure, which took like forever, and then the other one was, I don't know if that's a colonoscopy.
Okay.
like count.
Sedation.
It's not. Yeah, sedation. Yeah. So I wasn't really sure if I needed it, because I thought I would, because everybody says that, hey, you hear all these stories about bunion surgery, you all these scary things. They say, oh, nobody wants to get it done because it's supposed to be bad, it's supposed to be, healing time is forever, and it's supposed to come back, like the bunion's supposed to come back anyway, so why bother? So I heard all that story, and I just said, well, these are just stories I hear from other people. I never really talked to someone who's the expert on it.
Right.
So I would believe the doctor as opposed to my friends. Hearsay is
Right.
it's not very reliable. So so I'm glad that we did it at your center. I wasn't sure at first because I've never done this type of surgery before, but it went pretty quick. I was very surprised.
And you were awake the whole time.
And I was awake the whole time, and people were asking me, like, didn't you go under? Didn't they put you under? I said, no. Did you feel anything? I said, well, it's like going to the dentist. I said it was
Right.
exactly like going to the dentist. I was relaxed. People were talking like it wasn't a big deal, which for me is a good thing because that puts me at ease, you know. And there was pain, but it was like I said, it's like dental pain where it's like sharp shooting pain very quickly and then it goes away. You know, it's something that's bearable.
Right. And you just mentioned you had someone that you know that had the surgery.
Yes, they had, yeah, in New York, and it cost them, from what I was told, it was $35,000.
Oh my goodness.
I know, and I was like, and they did like some of the, like they broke the bone, and they put a metal rod in it, and it's weird because I asked him, was the bone, was it very bad, you know, because I thought mine was bad because I was in pain. And they said, oh, no, it's just a bone that got big. And I was like, okay. And it was just a regular bunion. I was like, when I found out about that, I was very mean. And I said, oh, I spent nothing. So I felt bad.
And minimal scars, too.
Yes, and also the healing time, I think, was quite fast. I mean, I don't know for me, it seemed fast because I thought it was supposed to be longer. You know?
Right.
And every time I come here, I always ask people, does it look okay? And everybody says, yeah, it looks okay. So there was no major snag or anything.
Good. So you had your right foot bunion done, right?
Yes.
And that was, and you have a bunion also on your left foot.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So do you want to are you thinking about maybe having the
Yes.
left foot done also?
Yes. If it's feasible, I mean, I would go through the whole procedure again in a heartbeat because it's worth it for me.
Okay. And would you recommend this procedure to be done like the way we did it?
For me, yes.
Okay.
I would recommend it to people. I always tell people, because my friends are asking me as well, because they're all afraid of like getting the procedure done because of hearsay. And I said, no, it was so easy. You know, I had my headphones on, and I think it was just like
You're listening to some nice
music, and I thought I don't even remember listening to 2 songs, and it was over. So it was pretty fast, and it was the only thing is it's just a little bit inconvenient, the healing time, but I've been driving after 2 weeks, so.
And you're back
I'm
on
driving now.
And it's been how many weeks now? It's
almost 4.
And you're walking, you're using your surgical shoe.
Yeah, I'm driving.
Good.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm working. I started working last week, so.
Oh wow, you went back to work right
Yeah,
away.
when I went back to work, because I had the boot, so that was a little bit more inconvenient. But that's okay, because everybody felt bad for me. So that was nice. Everybody was kind and attentive. But I had somebody drive me, because you can't really drive with the boot.
Right.
But then after I think I think last week, on the 3rd week, I think I moved to the surgical shoe.
Surgical shoe.
And that's so much easier.
Good. I'm glad. Well, I'm glad that you shared this with us, and I'm glad that you're happy.
Yes.
And thank you for sharing that with us.
Totally recommend it, and thank you for taking good care of me.
You're welcome.